talk about gaslighting. This person said that woke people really like Stellar Blade. I lost count of how many times I talked about Stellar Blade last year. A couple of them are from woke people. Here's one example. IGN complained that the Eve character is like a sexualized doll. Why are people so angry about this? I don't know, maybe because they don't like being gaslit and being lied to. Even if it's a lie, why does it warrant actual genuine anger? Gee, I wonder why being told lies and being gaslit warrant actual genuine anger. I've been called a racist liar over this post when I haven't even claimed anything. Yeah, people don't just call you a racist liar for no reason, bro. This does sound like something a liar would say. But yeah, if you woke people suddenly think that Stellar Blade is a perfectly fine game, more power to you. But that means that we're gonna release more sexy games like this and see you guys get outraged and then gaslighting everyone and telling them that never happened. History repeats. But on the plus side, more sexy games with sexy women. Hooray! Stellar Blade is one of the many games that are always in the radar of Moral Guardian outrage, and so is the anime in the next Supla. But before we get to all that, if you like the content so far, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and leave some tips down below. I tried giving the Monogatari series a try. It's not for me, but I recognize that there are plenty of fans of the series, even towards its many lewd or ecchi content. People always talk about the supposed amazing writing of the Monogatari series, but whenever somebody actually shows a clip from the series, it's just crap like this. I don't know what clip they're referring to, but Monogatari does have a lot of infamous clips, like the lewd toothbrushing scene. That should be something you experience on your own. You guys would rather be perceived as perverted freaks than have annoying people in your fandom? Yes, this whole anime fandom is made of perverted freaks, and there's nothing wrong with that. These are just fictional characters. Anyone that doesn't like that can just freely leave and never come back. Thank you very much. Anime has quite an influence on a lot of stuff, including this stupid hoopla. I don't know how you can become this distasteful and miserable. Can we leave the elf crap in 2024? What do you mean by elf crap? From what I'm seeing, it's a woman dressing up as an elf on stream, and these are clips where her fiance, the original poster, is voice acting on her stream. What's wrong with this? The whole elf and streaming crap allude to pedophilia. No it doesn't. What makes you say that? Elves in anime are always depicted as children. I'm sorry, but what anime are you watching? Are you only watching Mushoku Tensei? Really, it's just to normalize lolicon. Sorry, but loli is already normalized in anime. We've been here since forever. If you don't like it, the exit is right there. Please leave. Female streamers actively do this to cater to that demographic of men that are attracted to that crap. Wow, female streamers make streams that are entertaining? Who would have thought? It's freaking weird and enabling as hell. Women need to stop. How about you don't tell women what to do? Ah, this person is 14. That explains everything. Give me any other reason for women to cosplay as that. Oh, I don't know, because cosplaying is really fun? Someone hasn't seen My Dress Up Darling. I've dropped anime for that reason, even after giving it a chance. Good! Please, leave the fandom forever. Bye! It's true though. You literally cannot deny it. Yes, we can deny it. And no, it's not true. It's that simple. Yes, women also love to make content online. Some of them are 18 plus content. But I said some, not all of them. I don't know how people can believe this nonsense. Every hoe has a past, the same way you got videos of hoes. Well, if you hang out with hoes, you'll get hoes. Other bros have videos of the love of your life getting slut out. Yeah, I don't think most women love to make adult content online, so much to the point where you can have 18 plus videos of her lying around online. But I guess them bitches do, right? In your mind, do you think every chick alive is okay with being recorded? Obviously not. Pretty much the average person is not okay with having their privates being leaked online. Yes! Are you out of your mind? Majority of women having sex are being recorded. Consensually? Are you insane? I mean, if the women having sex are being recorded, does that mean the men having sex are being recorded too? And that they like them? Nah, but most of them will let you record them. No, they don't. If you're hanging out with the women that do, you're hanging out with the wrong crowds, and you should get away from them. Look, if you want to make 18 plus content online featuring yourself, go right ahead. But whatever 18 plus content you're making, I can guarantee you it'll be a lot less embarrassing than the kind of comedy that Elon Musk has been giving for the last couple weeks. I have no idea how Elon Musk gets into the position he is right now. I love this absolutely out of context conversation where he said, "I am constantly insulted on this platform." Boo-hoo, Elon. What are you gonna do? Sell Twitter X to someone else? This is your platform. Of course people are gonna talk smack at you. You're the boss in this platform, and you're constantly taking L's after L's. Then there's also this guy named Adrian Dittman, who is the most embarrassing dick rider of Elon that I have seen in my life. No one is willing to simp on Elon this much, except for Elon himself. And there is evidence to suggest that this account might have been Elon's own sock puppet, like the admin portal from the screenshot, or the fact that you can see the engagement of the tweets. You can only do that if you are the owner. In this case, Elon. Or here's a better proof, Elon admitting it himself. Since he confirmed it, let's see what he had to say about himself while he's pretending to be someone else. Elon has done more in his 20s than you will ever do in your entire pathetic life. Good for you, Elon, except none of that matters because you're here desperately trying to prove yourself to some random strangers online that live way worse than you. If anything, you're the pathetic one here. Elon is a father who gets lots of sex. Jeez, it's even more embarrassing knowing that this is actually Elon who said all this. Bragging about your sex life? How insecure do you have to be? Here's something even more petty and embarrassing. MKBHD decided to sell the Tesla Cybertruck, and Elon Musk unfollowed him. I don't understand how this guy has fans. He's a billionaire with the insecurity of a 40-year-old virgin. Elon Musk opened his big dumb mouth and said that he's willing to let in immigrants to America, which pissed off a lot of right-wingers, and those people are some of his biggest supporters. I bring that up not because I want to talk about politics, but because I want to give a quick and dirty context to our next hoopla. If this is your religion, you aren't welcome in the West. Ouch! What's with you dissing Hindus? Yeah, the guy said Hindus are not welcome in response to Elon wanting more immigrants to America, which somehow means more Hindus to America. I don't know, but the point is, they would rather Americans have the job than Indians, and most Indians are Hindus. Guess who's a Hindu too? Yours truly. I guess I'm not welcome in the West too, right? Going back to the image, that is the image of the goddess Kali, a Hindu goddess of power and transformation, often shown destroying evil and also other demons and deities in the SMT Persona series. Amazing. Only insults. Bro, you're the one that started with an insult. You're telling people that they're not welcome because they have a belief and their goddess is scary. That's what you're trying to say, right? Christians should have Christian countries. Is America even a Christian country anymore? Even if it is, freedom of religion is a thing, and infringing on people's rights on that is very anti-American. And finally, here's a moral outrage towards something that is very common in America, but apparently some people think it's not that common. America can be quite a culture shock to some people. They are selling sex toys in pharmacies like Walgreen. In here, I saw condoms and lubes being sold in pharmacies and even in convenience stores. It's only a matter of time before sex toys are in the mix. Why are pharmacies selling sex toys? Because sex is healthy, whether you're doing it single player or multiplayer. 5-year-olds can read. Yeah, and they also have parents that tell them not to touch adult toys. Lots of kiddie diddlers and perverts in these comments. I have no idea why you brought up kids in this conversation. Sex toys being sold in pharmacies is nothing new in the West, and saying that does not make me or anyone else a kiddie diddler. Making a line of sex toys based on a children's movie, then placing them in a pharmacy. Hold the phone there for a second. That tweet is only referencing Toy Story, not that the products are based on Toy Story. There's one called Buzz, but Buzz is a common word, and so is Woody. Please explain how sex toys are health products. Again, sex is healthy, whether you do it single player or multiplayer, and toys that help sex are also healthy. It's not that complicated. Tell me how this isn't grooming. You keep using that word, but I don't think you know what it means. And that's all for the video today. Thank you all so much for watching. If you made it to the end, here's the cat. And also huge thanks to all these wonderful sponsors. You are all fantastic. If you want to see your name among these legends, then check out the links below, just $1. And you have support this channel a lot. Seriously, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check out my ABB Show stream channel, link below, go subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.